So what was that first little, bit of time like?
Yeah.
What did you do? What were you looking at? What was that like?
Actually, any person listening to this, maybe not the dentist, but a hygienist assistant's front office, just take yourself back to that first week. It's crazy when you start in a dental office. It's like its own little world. Every dental office has its own culture. They have their own systems, their own way they do things, the procedures they do or don't do, the insurances they belong to or don't. And a lot of times we're just thrown to the wolves. And that's how I felt. I was like, I don't know what I'm talking about here. And I had to answer the phones and greet patients and listen to the drill noises and back and all of this stuff that I wasn't used to. And so we have, one of the reasons I wanted to start a training website is because we have a high number of turnover in the dental office.
First sort of big questions, I guess, maybe, and I think this should be somewhat obvious for some people, but why is the front desk so important, or how is it important to the office?
That's a great question, actually, and that's what I talk about a lot. Patients don't judge us on our dentistry. Patients don't know whether you're a good dentist or not. Patients don't know whether you've done advanced training, whether you're, certified in different procedures. They know how they feel. They know their experience when they walk in. They know how easy it was to schedule and how easy it was to talk about insurance. And the front office team members play such a huge part in that. So we have to understand that experience starts from the first phone call. And every time we see a patient, the front office, the team up front is the beginning and the end of every appointment. And so we play a huge part in that experience. And we have to make sure that patients are getting the experience that they expect if we want to really help our patients get the dentistry that they need. And so that's why it's so vital that the front office is trained, on not just EagleSoft, Dentrix, procedure codes and insurance, but how to greet patients when they show up, how to answer the phones, how to make the conversation about insurance and money a good one, and how to really support, the office and the doctor, because ultimately we want our patients to get the dentistry done. And because they don't know whether we're a good dentist or not, they're relying on how they feel. And it's our job to make them feel exceptional, awesome when they're in the office, because that's how we're going to help our patients get their dentistry.
How do you handle that call? Someone comes in and, they're asking about Medicaid or something that you really just aren't a provider for. How do you take control of that phone call?
So we have to remember that too many times we go down the insurance route before we actually talk to the person. That's a person sitting on the other end of the phone from us. So in the way of the HMOs, even with Medicaid, what I'm going to say is, yes, we have patients that have HMOs. Yes, we have patients that have Medicaid. Yes. Now, Medicaid's more of a stretch because more than likely that person's not going to even consider coming to your office. But with HMOs, when I say yes, we have a lot of patients who have HMOs. I'm going to ask them a few questions, find out why they're calling our office, and then I'm going to address the HMO question. And what we've done, what I recommend is either having like a new patient special, having a membership program, having a way that the patient can come in and potentially not use their HMO but pay cash. Because what we have found is a lot of times patients who have HMOs couldn't get into the doctor, got in, didn't like it, felt like a number. They actually are willing to pay a membership program or a new patient special to be seen by a good doctor, but we never get to find out that situation if we don't ask them.